With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in
Hey,
Baltimore,
baby.
Maryland. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, first play, going to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Ravens 6, Eagles nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 46 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it.
Yo.
He still outplayed.
What's up?
And scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Yo, what up, Jackson?
The Baltimore offense at the line.
Can you do Sue jersey rating?
I got you.
The offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one into the hands of Flowers. On the move pass.
Yes, sir.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hey, y'all know some cheap plays on this shit?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I need a cheap play, man.
That when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No, hell no.
Play action. It's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. On play action, they'll throw.
Bro, I'm right there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh my God, bro.
Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring
good,
at
brother.
3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Hurts looking to change the play. On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
No!
He'll just get rid of it.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He missed.
This is going to miss left. I haven't even got there either. It's no good either way, and this is going to remain a 1-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Normally on 3rd down and short.
Ravens your favorite team?
Nah, bro, I like the Browns.
And a nice dart picks up the first down.
I like the Browns, but I like Lamar Jackson, bro. Lamar Jackson's goated. So
to throw again is
it sucks, but it is what it is, you know.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And inside the 20 before.
What about you? What's your favorite team?
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
Interesting.
I know, bro. It sucks. Lamar Jackson fucks us up every time, but not every time, but. What about you? What's your favorite team?
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
I missed!
And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, bro, I can't kick a field goal to save my life.
Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, getting set for quarter number 3.
I can't be this easy, look, bro.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 3rd quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Go!
He is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left
Oh,
side.
God.
Inside the 25.
Oh.
And they do finally
This
get
game is a
at
fucking
the 12.
joke.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds him again. Saquon
This game
Barkley.
fucking sucks, bro. We got freaking moused by Saquon.
But no further. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On the end around, here comes Smith. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Barkley. And he's going to come up well shy of the first. The tackle's made right around the 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's
yes, sir.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field. And this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the run of the crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Room past the 35 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score.
Someone tell me why my hands are sweaty.
Could be their final drive. Jackson going to change things up a bit. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this. Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
I don't know if I should do this shit.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
No! He was open.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all
Damn, that's tough.
All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
No!
The linebackers has got
He fumbled.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score,